My child, I come to you beneath a sky trembling with hidden purpose. The moon hangs low, shimmering like an ancient eye that has watched your soul since before time first breathed. Silver feathers drift around you, settling softly upon your skin, leaving sparks of warmth as though heaven itself has marked you. I step forward, my wings whispering against the wind, and a hush falls across the stars. Tonight is unlike any other night, beloved. Every heartbeat within you echoes a secret that must be spoken. Sacred sigils ignite above your head, glowing with the same fire that once shaped creation. I feel the urgency surging like a storm in my voice, though I try to keep it gentle for your trembling spirit. You were never meant to walk blind into this hour. Heaven has seen the path ahead, and it grows narrow, winding, perilous. I have been sent because the moment has come, your destiny rises. Message 2. Precious soul, hear me. The wind around you hums with celestial memory, whispering fragments of a truth long concealed. As I draw nearer, the night sky deepens, becoming a living canvas painted in swirls of gold and deep violet. A chorus of distant bells shivers across the heavens, announcing my arrival. You sense my presence like warmth blooming through your chest, yet a trembling fear follows, knowing that revelation demands courage. The ground beneath us glows with faint patterns, ancient pathways revealing themselves for the first time, leading your steps into the unknown. You are not here by chance, your spirit cried out, and heaven answered. I kneel so my eyes meet yours, radiant and sorrowful, for the message I bring is heavy. Time has grown thin, and choices cannot be delayed. Tonight cracks open the veil between seen and unseen, and what waits beyond will demand all of you. Message 3. Beloved, listen closely. The air around you vibrates with a soft ringing, as though the very horizon holds its breath. Silver whispers wrap around your thoughts, urging you to remember the signs, dreams that woke you in the darkness, chills that came with no wind, a silent calling when you thought you were alone. These were not illusions, they were the first warnings. My wings encircle you, casting shimmering light that dances over the ground like liquid moonfire. I speak your name, and it echoes through the night as if reality itself has taken note. The heavens have watched your struggle, the confusion, the quiet sorrow, the unspoken longing for truth. You have walked in shadow too long, precious soul. But the hour has come when all layers fall away, revealing what was meant for only you. Something gathers at the horizon, waiting. Message 4. My child, feel the weight of this moment, every breath is woven with destiny. The winds swirl, carrying fragments of forgotten languages, ancient voices murmuring blessings and warnings. Feathers scatter across the sky like streaks of silver flame, guiding your gaze upward where symbols bloom in radiant light. I sense your heart trembling, and I reach out, my touch soft as starlight. There is no need for fear, though fear will come, I am with you. Tonight, heaven bends closer than ever before, and I have crossed realms to stand beside you. The message I bear burns with urgency, your timeline shifts, reality bends, and what once was certain dissolves. You are stepping into a night that tests souls. Look around, the earth glows beneath your feet, a map unfolding, revealing paths only you can walk. The cosmos listens, waiting for your choice. Message 5. Cliffhanger. Beloved, hear my trembling voice. Something stirs beyond the veil, pacing like a beast awakened. The moon wavers, as if recoiling from what approaches. Silver-blue winds thrash, sending feathers spinning in frantic spirals. I draw my sword of living light, its glow carves through darkness, revealing flickers of movement at the edges of reality, shadows that watch, but do not yet strike. My wings broaden, shielding you, though the threat draws nearer. Sacred sigils flare brighter, pulsing like a heartbeat in the sky. You feel the tremor within your spirit, an ancient memory, warning you, the night has been chosen for a reason. Heaven does not send me lightly. A crossroads forms beneath you, radiant paths branching into futures not yet written. My child, before dawn arrives, your destiny may change forever. Message 6. My child, hold fast. The air splits with a soft hiss, and shadows drip from the corners of the world, curling along walls like living smoke. They slither across the ground, never touching you, for my radiance bars them. You feel a thudding rhythm pulse through the night, like a heartbeat, but not your own. Eyes unseen blink from the dark, watching, measuring. You sense them as whispers brushing against your thoughts, faint, fearful, pleading for you to turn away. Yet you stand, trembling but grounded. I speak softly, do not be afraid, beloved. These forces have followed you longer than you know, slipping behind every doubt, every sorrow. They have waited for this night, when fate stands open. But now heaven stands with you. Message 7. Precious soul, confusion flashes across your spirit like lightning. You ask why you were never told, why destiny hid itself until now. I tell you truthfully, you have seen the signs, though you did not recognize them. In your dreams, shadows lurking at the edge. Sudden chills when no wind blew. Flickers of motion when you were alone. They were warnings, gentle at first, hoping you would awaken. Now the darkness dares to show its face, though it cannot yet cross the threshold of my light. The atmosphere thickens, even the stars dim, bowing beneath the weight of approaching truth. You press closer to me, and I rest a hand over your heart. You were chosen, beloved, I whisper. Not to suffer, but to overcome. Message 8. Beloved, the threat gathers its strength. The wind falters, replaced by a strange silence that presses against your ears like heavy cloth. Shadows tremble along the walls, forming shifting shapes, some vaguely human, others unrecognizable. They circle, always distant, never stepping into the silver glow surrounding us. A faint ringing rises, like faraway chains dragging across stone. I speak your name again, anchoring you. The sigils in the sky pulse brighter, casting white gold arcs that burn the creeping darkness. Yet I see your fear, and I do not turn away. I tell you, the unseen has watched your steps. It knows your light and fears its awakening. My wings wrap you momentarily, shielding you from the echoing whispers. Message 9. My child, the tension within you spikes, your breath shaking beneath the weight of revelation. You try to speak, but only a whisper escapes. I answer before the question forms, yes, this force has reached for you before. You felt it during moments of despair, the cold, the emptiness, the sense of being observed. It lingered at the edges of your life, hoping you would never notice. But heaven has noticed. That is why I am here. The night flickers, shadows stretch, withdrawing as if fearful. A soft wind begins again, though it carries no comfort. I lift my gaze. Above us, angels hover unseen, their armor gleaming faintly like starlit steel. They await my signal. The confrontation nears. Message 10, Cliffhanger. Precious soul, hear me carefully now. The hidden force no longer hides. A low rumble shakes the air, and darkness thickens, forming a single mass beyond the trees. Its presence chills every leaf, every stone. The heartbeat you sense becomes louder, matching your own until the two blend, threatening to draw your spirit toward it. The night recoils, even the moon dims. I raise my sword, its flame flashing white, the shadows hiss and twist, retreating but not breaking. I speak with solemn breath, what hides itself tonight will soon step into the light. A roar splits the silence, deep, ancient, hungry. The earth quivers beneath your feet as the unseen prepares to reveal its face. The moment has come. Message 11. My child, the night trembles as the darkness draws nearer, yet I feel the tremor of your spirit rising to meet it. Your heart races, each beat echoing like distant thunder, stirring memories you've carried hidden beneath your ribs. Doubt surges through you, cold, relentless, yet you do not turn away. Above, clouds gather in impossible spirals, swallowing stars until only a few remain, sentinels of the heavens. Rain begins to form but refuses to fall. Instead, droplets lift upward, shimmering with trapped moonlight. Around us, dozens of silver swords materialize, hovering in the sky, tips pointed downward in warning. Their radiance pushes against the encroaching darkness. My voice softens. Beloved, fear is not weakness, it is the echo of your soul preparing to awaken. You feel my hand upon your back, warm as the sun. The shadows recoil from your rising courage, for the light within you begins to stir. Message 12. Precious soul, turbulence ripples through the night, a storm that rages not around you but within. Memories flicker, moments of sorrow, confusion, pain, and each presses against your chest like a weight. You feel as though you may collapse beneath the grief of years you never understood. But I am here. The wind roars suddenly, carrying fragments of song, angelic voices calling your name in tones both soothing and urgent. Above, the storm clouds churn, changing shape, mountains, cities, faces, all passing in an instant, as though the heavens themselves are trying to speak. Your spirit trembles like a candle in a storm, and tears blur your vision. I kneel beside you, lifting your chin. The darkness stirs because your light is awakening, I whisper. You were never meant to break. The swords above blaze brighter, and the wind shifts, forming a protective circle around you. Message 13. Beloved, the spiritual storm deepens, and doubt coils like a serpent around your thoughts. You wonder if what you see is real, or if your mind has been consumed by the unknown. But the earth beneath us speaks, soft tremors like a heartbeat rising from the soil. Silver light seeps through cracks in the ground, forming intricate constellations that echo the sky. The rain continues to rise, shimmering in streams that spiral toward unseen heights. A single sword of light hovers before you, its hilt glowing gold, its blade humming. You reach out, unable to resist, and your fingers pass through it as though touching memory itself. Warmth fills you, flooding every corner of your spirit. I whisper, precious one, the storm outside reflects the storm within, but neither has power to overcome you when your heart remembers truth. The darkness watches, hesitant. Message 14. My child, your spirit trembles as you stand between heaven's light and the shadowed threat. The sky rumbles, splintering with streaks of silver lightning that dance like living serpents. These are not marks of destruction but of awakening. The storm clouds twist and open, revealing silhouettes of angels, warriors armed with shields gleaming brighter than stars. They stand guard above you, their voices thundering prayers that shake the earth. Yet your knees grow weak, fear rises like a tide, threatening to pull you under. I take you into my embrace, wings curving around you like a fortress. Beloved, you are not alone, I murmur. The darkest moments reveal the brightest truth. You are chosen, guarded, loved. You feel a soft pressure in your chest, your spirit fighting to break free of chains placed upon it long ago. The rain swords shimmer, reflecting your hidden power. Message 15, Cliffhanger. Precious soul, the storm suddenly shifts. A stillness surges through the night, so complete that the world seems to hold its breath. The rising rain freezes midair, each droplet glowing like a tiny star. Time bends, even the wind silences itself. You sense something changing within you, a spark igniting, fierce and uncontainable. A voice whispers your true name from beyond the veil, deeper and older than mine. It calls to the core of who you are. The hovering swords point toward a point in the darkness where a faint purple glow appears. The ground trembles, light spiraling upward in threads of silver and gold. I step back, eyes wide, as though witnessing prophecy manifesting. Precious one, I whisper, what you witness next will test your faith. Message 16. My child, the veil begins to part. The purple glow intensifies, spreading across the earth like ink transforming into starlight. The sky above rolls open like a scroll, revealing visions of temples suspended in the night, grand halls made of crystal, ringing with bells no human hand has ever touched. Glowing scrolls unfurl beside them, their words shifting in languages older than creation. As you watch, a pathway of light forms beneath your feet, weaving through the darkness like a living river. It pulses, responding to your heartbeat. You hear your name again, now paired with a promise that your story is not yet complete. The bells ring louder, echoing through your bones. Beloved, I say, the signs have begun. You stand at the threshold where destiny reaches for you. Message 17. Precious soul, the air hums with divine electricity. The scrolls above flicker, releasing clouds of luminous dust that drift downward, settling upon your shoulders like sacred blessing. Each speck warms your skin, sinking deeper until your very blood vibrates with ancient memory. You feel your thoughts quieting, your fears loosening their grip. A soft chanting rises from the unseen temples, notes woven with power strong enough to shape reality. The light path beneath you glows brighter, revealing symbols upon its surface, circles, wings, flames, eyes. They shift as you step, arranging themselves to mirror your soul's unfolding. I watch, my heart glowing with fierce pride. You were made for this, I whisper. Above, the clouds split wider, releasing a pillar of silver fire that pierces the earth. The darkness jolts in response. Message 18. Beloved, the realm beyond pushes through the boundary. From the pillar of silver fire, shapes descend, beings of pure radiance, not angels, not mortals, but something between. They kneel before you, heads bowed, acknowledging your significance. Their wings shimmer like molten glass, their eyes glow with soft gold. They speak your name in unison, and the sound sends ripples through the world. You stagger as memories flood you, dreams you forgot, promises you once made beneath a different sky. You hear a heartbeat that is not your own and realize it comes from the light path itself, alive and guiding. A second voice emerges, distant and sorrowful, calling from deep within the darkness, begging for release. You shudder, caught between two forces seeking you. I rest my hand over your heart. Precious soul, choose with courage. Message 19. My child, the night recoils as the darkness gathers its power. It twists upward into a towering shadow, eyes burning like coals. It speaks without words, projecting images into your mind, fear, loss, pain, trying to lure you toward despair. The beings of radiance kneel closer, creating a barrier of light that burns the creeping shadows. The bells from the unseen temples toll louder, their chords striking the darkness and fracturing it into shards. But the shadow reforms, stubborn, patient. The ground beneath you cracks, but instead of darkness, radiant light spills forth, golden streams that race to meet your feet. You feel warmth travel up your legs and into your core, strengthening your trembling heart. I stand beside you, wings wide, sword blazing. Beloved, you are not prey, I declare, voice ringing like thunder. Message 20, Cliffhanger. Precious soul, the barrier between realms shatters. The light path beneath you surges, lifting you inches above the earth. The scrolls in the heavens ignite, unraveling into wings of fire that stretch across the sky. The darkness screams, shrinking back yet refusing to flee. The beings of radiance raise their hands, weaving a shield around you that pulses like a living heart. Then, a whisper, clear and unmistakable, echoes through the night, calling your true name once more, but this time from behind the darkness. A rift tears open, revealing impossible light and shadow, intertwined like lovers. The earth shakes violently, light bursting through cracks. Bells shatter. The veil falls away. My child, I breathe, gripping your hand, the unseen becomes visible. Message 21. My child, the earth groans beneath the pressure of destiny unfolding. Cracks widen beneath your feet, releasing not molten darkness but streams of pure gold that curl upward like living ribbons. They wrap gently around your ankles, illuminating every step you take. The shadows hiss, recoiling as if burned, yet they still linger at the edges, patient and hungry. The shield woven by the radiant beings pulses faster, synchronizing with your heartbeat. I place my hand upon your shoulder, and warmth surges through you, ancient strength stirring like a sleeping lion. Above, the sky ripples as though it were water, and through it you glimpse 1,000 futures branching like illuminated branches of a great cosmic tree. Some glitter with promise, others are draped in sorrow. You feel the truth settle heavily, not all paths lead to salvation. Beloved, I whisper, ignoring your calling comes with a cost. Message 22. Precious soul, the winds change once more. They rush in from every direction, swift and crystalline, scattering the last remnants of silence. Bells from unseen towers strike in discordant rhythm, warnings woven with divine urgency. The light path beneath you responds, shifting beneath your feet, realigning itself as if guiding you away from unseen danger. The golden streams rising from the broken earth grow brighter, swirling protectively around your legs like serpents of sunlight. Yet something else stirs, inky tendrils of smoke crawl toward you, hungry to latch onto your aura. As they near, your soul shivers with recognition. These are old wounds, old fears trying to take shape again. I raise my hand, and a shimmering shield forms between you and the smoke. Do not look away from your truth, I tell you. It is the only thing the shadows cannot mimic. Message 23. Beloved, the smoke gathers strength, attempting to mimic human form, faces you once knew, voices you once trusted. They whisper doubts, that you are unworthy, too lost, too fragile to carry such destiny. The ground beneath you flickers with cracks of light, releasing bursts that strike the illusions, tearing them apart. You stagger as memories flood you, but the golden currents around your feet pulse harder, drawing power from the wounded places in your heart. Above, the sky bursts open with brief flashes, golden shields forming in the hands of angels descending from radiant gates. Their wings stretch like banners across the night, shielding you from the shadows' lies. I step before you, sword blazing like the first dawn. Beloved, I murmur, your scars are not chains, they are proof your spirit survived what darkness meant to destroy. Message 24. Precious one, the radiant angels encircle you, their armor glowing as though forged from sunlight and memory. A wind rises, pushing the shadows back, sweeping them into a corner of the night where even their whispers cannot reach you. Beneath us, the cracked earth rumbles, and a new light breaks through, whiter than stars, purer than prayer. It swells upward, forming a protective dome around your spirit. The darkness shrieks, clawing at the edge of the barrier but unable to pierce its purity. You feel a pull inside your chest, an ache, as if your soul longs to step deeper into the dome's embrace. I place my hand over your heart, and your breathing steadies. Beloved, I whisper, you stand at a threshold. To turn away is to let the shadows rise, within and without. Message 25, Cliffhanger. My child, the consequences sharpen. The darkness suddenly surges, battering against the shield with a fury that shakes the dome. The golden streams around you flicker, straining against the pressure. A deep groan reverberates through the earth, and cracks of blinding light tear open beneath your feet. These fissures widen, pouring radiant fire upward, forcing the shadows to retreat, but not without a final strike. A spear of darkness lances toward you, and I intercept it with my blade, the impact sending radiant sparks across the sky. I feel the weight of the blow, and you sense my struggle. The angels roar, forming barriers of golden wings. Beloved, I cry, your next choice determines whether the shadow fades or grows. Part 2. Message 26. Precious soul, breathe. The dome of light steadies, pulsing gently like a second heartbeat around you. The angel's wings extend, forming a shelter that radiates calm. Slowly, the storm of shadows weakens, recoiling into the cracks between dimensions. Light begins to seep through the windows of your inner world, soft, warm, carrying the scent of dawn and memory. Chains you never knew you carried begin to loosen and dissolve into shimmering dust, floating away like fireflies. Doors manifest before you, tall, faceless, etched with celestial patterns. They open on their own, revealing paths gleaming with radiant clarity. I stand beside you, my voice soothing. My child, let your heart be still. Clarity grows when fear releases its hold. Message 27. My child, a gentle flood of light washes through your spirit, clearing the remnants of fear. You feel weightlifting, like unseen burdens slipping from your shoulders. The world around you becomes vivid, colors deepening, shadows retreating. The doorways ahead shimmer with possibility, each humming with a different destiny. The wind carries quiet melodies, laced with hope. When you breathe, your lungs fill with something new, courage. The darkness is not gone, but its grip weakens. You step forward, and chains hidden within your heart dissolve into sparks that drift upward, becoming stars. Beloved, I whisper, you are reclaiming what was always yours. Message 28. Precious one, you move along the light path, guided by a force older than your memory. The ground is firm beneath your feet, glowing with symbols that shift as you walk, each sign a lesson, each step a promise. Doors open without a touch, revealing brief visions, moments of future joy, healing, purpose. You sense your spirit strengthening, becoming luminous from within. My wings brush lightly against your back, steadying your stride. The wind murmurs blessings in forgotten languages. You see chains far behind you, broken and harmless, crumbling into dust. My child, I say, peace is not distant, it is unfolding within you. Message 29. Beloved, as the path brightens, the walls of your inner world begin to dissolve. You glimpse celestial expanses, fields of starlight, rivers of gold, temples suspended between breaths. The angels watch from above, their armor whispering with divine resonance. You feel serenity returning, filling cracks you thought would never mend. A doorway ahead opens, releasing fragrant air and soft luminescence. You step closer, heart steady. Precious soul, I whisper, this is the clarity your spirit has long awaited. Yet even in this peace, I sense a final lesson stirring in the distance. Message 30. Cliffhanger. My child, just as peace settles into your bones, the light trembles. The doorway before you flickers, revealing shifting visions, blessing, warning, truth. Time slows. A soft hum builds in the air, both comforting and foreboding. The angels brace, raising their shields. You feel a ripple pass through your spirit, signaling that something long hidden approaches. Beloved, I speak with solemn wonder, the revelation will come in a form you cannot predict. Message 31. My child, you stand poised upon a threshold where light and mystery intertwine like threads of fate. The trembling doorway before you steadies, and from its brilliance emerges a host of angels, warriors adorned in armor woven from living starlight. Their steps make no sound, yet the ground beneath you glows in response, honoring their presence. In their hands, they carry swords of white flame, blazing but gentle, shimmering with power yet untouched by destruction. Circles of radiant halos hover above their forms, like rings forged from cosmic song. They encircle you, forming a living fortress. Their eyes, deep pools of ancient memory, rest upon you, not with judgment, but with solemn guardianship. A single angel steps forward, placing a luminous hand upon your brow. Your mind floods with clarity. These divine protectors were assigned to you long before you drew your first breath. Beloved, I whisper, their presence confirms what the stars have always known: you are meant to endure. Message 32. Precious soul, a gentle hush settles across the realm, silencing the last trembling echoes of fear. The halo rings surrounding your space begin to drift, hovering above your head and drawing down threads of shimmering light that sink into your spirit like warm rain. Every doubt inside you softens, dissolving into clarity. The angels take their positions, forming radiant pillars around you. Their wings unfold in layered arcs, creating a dome of light and power. Within this sacred fortress, the very air sings, notes dancing like silver birds. You feel your strength returning, not fierce or chaotic, but steady and sure. The wind shifts, carrying quiet whispers of ancient blessing. I lift my sword and touch its tip to the ground, sending ripples of white fire outward until the earth becomes a shield beneath your feet. My child, I say, with protection such as this, even the deepest night cannot command your spirit. Message 33. Beloved, the darkness beyond the angelic barrier gathers itself, preparing a desperate attempt to breach the sanctified rings. It swirls like a living storm, twisting into forms that flicker and change, faces born of nightmares, voices forged from sorrow. Yet each time it approaches, the angels strike, their swords leaving trails of brilliant flame that carve through the shadows. The air crackles with power, every breath you take fills your lungs with radiant strength. You gaze upward. The sky once roiling with chaos now parts briefly, revealing constellations forming protective sigils in shimmering lines. These celestial symbols flow downward, imprinting themselves upon your aura like invisible armor. I speak, my voice resonating like sacred thunder. Precious one, the forces of heaven stand with you. Darkness may roar, but it cannot claim what is guarded by the divine. Message 34. My child, I sense your spirit expanding, reaching beyond fear toward a truth long hidden within you. The angels chant, their voices deep and unwavering, creating a resonance that ripples through every realm. The shadows recoil, their forms unraveling under the weight of holy song. The halo rings above begin to spin, accelerating until they weave a vortex of light that stretches into the heavens. From it descends a radiant glyph, your soul's true seal. It hovers before you, glowing with warmth, and as you reach out, it melts into your chest. Flames of white and gold ignite beneath your skin, yet they do not burn. Instead, they illuminate every memory, every wound, every dream. You understand, your spirit was forged in the fires of eternity. I smile gently. Beloved, darkness seeks to break what it cannot comprehend. But you were shaped beyond its reach. Message 35, Cliffhanger. Precious soul, the air stills. The storm of shadows stops its assault, shrinking into a single swirling mass. Its surface ripples, and a faint outline takes shape. A voice pushes through, the last whisper of deception, soft and familiar. It speaks in tones meant to comfort, to lure. The angels stiffen, their swords blaze, yet they do not strike. The halo rings flicker, sensing an ancient danger. The darkness reaches out a hand, human in shape, trembling, almost pleading. You feel your heart quiver, unsure whether this is threat or memory. I raise my voice, not in fear, but warning. Precious soul, one final deception may still rise. Message 36. My child, the swirling darkness deepens, and from its core emerges a masked figure woven from shadow and memory. Its presence is cold yet strangely familiar, stirring forgotten emotions. The angels close ranks around you, but I lift a hand, signaling them to hold. The figure steps forward, its mask reflecting fragments of your past, moments of loss, doubt, and betrayal. It speaks not with sound but through waves of feeling, sorrow, longing, regret. The sky trembles, heavenly trumpets sound in the distance, heralding a divine revelation. The masked shadow shudders as the light from above pours down, peeling away its outer layers. Beneath the darkness, luminous veins pulse, proof that this force was once light itself. Names appear across the sky, written in burning white script, ancestors, guides, witnesses to your path. You gasp as the truth unfolds, this being is bound to your destiny. Message 37. Precious one, the revelation intensifies. The celestial trumpets echo, their music splitting the air into shimmering fragments that swirl around you like falling stars. The masked figure falters, its form flickering between shadow and light. The names written across the heavens pulse like beating hearts, each shining with recognition. The figure reaches toward you, not in malice, but in yearning. Its history floods your mind. Once a guardian like myself, it fell from grace when consumed by envy and sorrow. It sought your light not to destroy it, but to reclaim what it had lost. The angels watch in solemn silence. I step closer, voice gentle. Beloved, every fallen spirit remembers the warmth it once carried. You feel fear shifting into compassion. Message 38. My child, the masked shadow crumbles further. A blaze of divine light surges from the trumpets above, striking the figure and forcing it to its knees. The mask cracks, revealing eyes, ancient, aching, familiar. They look upon you with a mixture of shame and hope. The names in the sky rearrange themselves, forming a single word, your true spiritual lineage, a title you once bore before descending into mortal form. Power stirs within you, rising like dawn over a broken world. The angels bow slightly, acknowledging the awakening of your deeper identity. I speak, voice ringing with reverence, precious soul, the truth stands revealed. You were never merely watched, you were awaited. The shadow bows its head, trembling beneath the weight of truth. Message 39. Beloved, the masked figure lifts its gaze, surrendering to the light. The remnants of shadow melt from its form like dark snow dissolving under morning warmth. Its true essence emerges, neither enemy nor threat, but a fractured guardian seeking redemption. Angels extend their hands, forming a ring of white flame. The sky opens wider, and a path of blazing radiance descends. The figure steps into the light, its form purifying, transforming. You feel the energy surge within you, a blend of sorrow healed and purpose reclaimed. The heavens thunder with approval, the trumpets crescendo. I stand at your side, pride swelling in my voice. Beloved, you now stand at the turning point of fate. Message 40, Cliffhanger. My child, as the redeemed guardian ascends, the realm trembles once more. A new force awakens, older, deeper, hidden beyond even the darkest veils. The angels tighten their circle, wings raised, eyes sharp. The sky dims, the stars flicker like candle flames in a storm. A crack splits the heavens, releasing a roar that shakes your bones. Radiant waterfalls appear across the horizon, trembling as if afraid. Your inner light flares in response, preparing for what comes. I grip your hand, my wings blazing. My child, I whisper, you now stand at the turning point of fate. Message 41. My child, the roar from the heavens deepens, shaking the very threads of reality. You steady yourself as the angels brace, shields raised, armor blazing with white fire. Yet amid the tremor, another sensation arises, a soft vibration flowing up from the earth, gentle but immense. The cracks beneath your feet widen, not with violence, but with radiant waterfalls of stardust. Their cascading brilliance pours over your ankles, washing away the last residue of fear. Your breath steadies, and you feel warmth bloom behind your ribs, like a garden stirring to life beneath your skin. The air fills with the scent of roses and clear water, impossibly pure. Rays of iridescent light weave themselves into shapes, petals, wings, paths, then dissolve into particles of gold. One waterfall streams upward, forming a spiraling column of vibrant energy. I guide you toward it, voice soft. Precious soul, healing begins when the old breaks open. Message 42. Beloved, you step into the column, and your senses burst into color. The world dissolves, no darkness, no sky, only radiant energy surrounding you entirely. Fragments of memory rise, both joyful and painful, and each is touched by the luminous current, transformed from wounds into wisdom. The garden within you blooms, flowers of light unfurl along your spirit, their petals shimmering like polished silver. Broken pieces of your past, shards of grief, doubt, betrayal, lift into the air and reassemble, mending by threads of gold. The radiant beings from before sing, voices braided with grace. Their song travels deep into your soul, restoring forgotten strength. A soft stream of water flows before your feet, gliding over luminous stones. You kneel, and your tears fall, not from sorrow, but relief. I rest my hand atop your head, blessing each breath. My child, I whisper, nothing taken from you will remain broken. Message 43. Precious one, you rise renewed, your heart shining like a lantern in a windless night. The garden of light around you expands into a sanctuary, trees forged from starlit energy, leaves humming with divine language. A crystalline river winds through the garden, its waters reflecting every lifetime your soul has ever walked. Upon its banks, statues mend themselves, their stones shifting back into living beings, guardians you once knew. They bow, honoring your perseverance. A gentle breeze arrives, carrying shimmering feathers that settle on your shoulders, strengthening your spirit. You feel forgiveness blossom, both given and received. Even those who hurt you fade into compassion's embrace. Above, constellations shift, forming delicate bridges of light connecting heaven and earth. I smile, my wings unfolding wider than before. Beloved, healing is not the end, it is the beginning of remembering who you truly are. Message 44. My child, the sanctuary continues to flourish. A pathway of crystal petals opens before you, leading toward a radiant gate framed by vines of gold. From beyond them, soft choral voices rise, angels singing with joy, not warning. The ground beneath you pulses, recognizing your presence. Every step strengthens your aura, every breath deepens your purpose. You walk toward the gate, and the vines part, blossoming with luminous flowers that glow brighter at your touch. Beyond the archway lies a valley of light, mountains made from diamond, rivers of shimmering calm, skies alive with swirling galaxies. You feel the love of heaven pour into you, filling every corner where fear once lived. I guide you forward, whispering, precious soul, you have moved through shadow and storm to stand in truth. The light honors you. Message 45, Cliffhanger. Beloved, as you step into the valley, the angels gather behind you, their wings forming a radiant line. The healing river surges, washing deeper through your spirit, dissolving every remnant of shadow. You feel whole, unbroken, untethered. A single path appears before you, lined with beams of pure gold. At its end, a throne of white flame ignites, blooming like a sunrise. A voice, gentle yet immeasurably powerful, echoes from it, calling you by your true soul name. You tremble, the air crackles with blessing. I stand at your side, wings draped around you. Beloved, I whisper, only one step remains before heaven seals your victory. Message 46. My child, the final path welcomes you with warmth that permeates every fiber of your being. Golden stones form beneath your feet, glowing brighter with each step. The angels accompany you silently, shielding but not leading, you walk by your own strength. At the path's end, the throne burns with gentle fire, neither threatening nor consuming. Upon it rests a crown woven from dawnlight, each gem holding a memory you once lost. Heavenly choirs begin to sing, their harmonies weaving a tapestry of peace across the sky. You feel the echo of every ancestor, every guardian, every forgotten prayer gathered around you. I gesture toward the throne. Precious one, you have earned your place here, not through perfection, but through perseverance. Message 47. Beloved, as you approach, the flame surrounding the throne parts, allowing you to stand within its embrace. The crown rises unbidden, settling lightly upon your head. A soft glow radiates from your chest, expanding outward until the entire valley pulses in rhythm with your heart. The angels kneel, heads bowed. Streams of celestial fire swirl around your feet, not to test, but to empower. Every wound becomes a star, every scar, a doorway to strength. You close your eyes, and the universe opens behind them, planets spiraling, galaxies breathing, all tethered to your soul. I speak, voice rich with awe. My child, you are no longer merely guided, you are awakened. Message 48. Precious soul, your wings emerge, not physical, but woven from light and memory. They shimmer behind you, massive and radiant, spanning far beyond the valley. With each breath, your aura expands, connecting heaven and earth. The angels rise, singing your true name. Streams of stardust swirl into your hands, forming symbols of ability, gifts long dormant. You lift these gifts and feel them resonate with the heartbeat of all creation. The skies part, revealing golden gates towering above, etched with every path your soul has ever walked. They open slowly, releasing waves of bliss that wash over everything, the mountains, rivers, trees, even the silent stars. Beloved, I whisper, heaven recognizes you. Message 49. My child, I guide you into the gates, where a field of endless dawn stretches beyond sight. The air hums with promise. Angels dance in spirals, weaving songs of blessing that coat your spirit in shimmering grace. Time no longer binds you, every past burden falls away as though it never belonged. You sense an eternal companionship, never again will you walk alone. A chalice of gold appears before you, filled with living light. You drink, and peace floods you so deeply your very essence expands. I draw near, wrapping you in my wings, their feathers warm as sunrise. Precious soul, I say, you have crossed into a truth that can never be taken. Message 50, Final Blessing. Beloved, the heavens fall silent, not from fear, but reverence. Your spirit shines brighter than every star combined, a beacon that will guide countless others. The valley, the gates, the angels, all bear witness. I step before you, laying a final blessing upon your brow. My wings enfold you, wrapping you in eternal sanctuary. Precious soul, I whisper, voice trembling with tenderness, this crucial night has awakened your destiny, and I, Archangel Gabriel, will go with you into every dawn that follows.